Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Robinize, and this is an optimization tool. Optimize your SEO content with the power of AI. I just want to put this out there right away, guys. This is not an artificial intelligence writer software. They do not have writing AI writing capabilities built in. They may be adding this in the future, but that's not what the point of this tool is. It's strictly an optimizing tool. So even Neuron Writer, I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be asking immediately, like, oh, is this one better than Neuron Writer, or which one should I choose? Well, at the end of the day, you just watch both my videos and choose the one that you think has the most potential and works best for you. Obviously, the Neuron Writer does have AI writing built into it as well. But we're gonna not really let that I'm not gonna put that into my grading. Normally I would kind of grade that as an added feature, but in this case I'm gonna let Robinize off the hook a little bit by not really grading them harshly based on the fact that they don't have an AI writer built in. A lot of these tools, Phrase and Surfer, they all have AI writing built into them now, but they didn't start off like that, and for a year or two they didn't have that. So I'm really going to kind of leave that part out of this, just to kind of give you guys a fair warning of that. We're going to just strictly look at it from just a content optimizing standpoint. Okay, so we can come down here. Obviously tier 1 starts at $69 and you can go up to tier 4 for $329. We'll go look at that in a minute. I do like to go and check out the reviews and see what's going on here. They only have 8 reviews. They're all positive. Looks like they're all 5-star reviews. We tested it and really easily decided to buy it, apart from some small bugs, which can be expected in recognizing long tail keywords, which I am sure will be solved quickly. There is nothing else to point out. Really easy to use, and it really did help position our content better and gain more traffic over a short period of time. So this looks like a tester that they actually used it for a while before leaving that review, so that's really cool. One thing that is that I think is good about my reviews, guys, is that I really don't even if I don't like a software or whatever, I don't really use AppSumo as a platform to like try to get more views to my YouTube channel. I know that there's other reviewers that do that. And I don't, while it is my opinion on the review, and some people didn't really like my last review where it was more of a negative type review, which I really don't like those kind of reviews. I don't like to be like that with the software. But it's not like I'm going to and leaving that negative 1-star review on their AppSumo post. I'm not doing that. That's not really my style. I'm not trying to bring any kind of company down. So that I think that just means I'm just trying to say that I believe my heart is in the right place, and I'm just trying to tell the truth about these softwares, and I'm not trying to bring any software company down. So with that said, let's rock and roll with this. So tier 1, you're going to get 15 reports per month, and then tier 2, 30 reports per month, and tier 3, 60 reports per month. If you fall in love with the tool, I always kind of recommend you can go with tier 1, and if you just absolutely just use it, for like a week, and then you're just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, just go and get the license tier 3 at that point, right? Or if you just know this is the right software for you, then you can jump all in. Sometimes I jump right into the to the tier 3 right away when I just know it's a good tool and I really like it. So let's go jump in real quick. I've already signed up to an account here, and I wanted to show the onboarding process right here. So here they go right here. So this is where we can actually place our keyword. I'm just going to push next. So decide which phrase you want to rank for in Google, then simply enter that into the phrase box. Okay, great. When you have the phrase, click this next button, generate report. Okay. And then wait for a couple of seconds while the algorithm analyzes your best competitors on Google and start writing. Okay, so here we go. And before we do that, let's just go over to the site real fast. I always like to do this just to show the home page of the site. It's a really, really slick looking website. Apparently they did get #1 product of the day on Product Hunt. Super cool stuff. And I like to go over and just basically look at the pricing. So $19 a month for 10 reports, $50 a month for 50 reports per month. So where does that fall with the 50 reports? So that really does fall. If you get license tier 3, you're already above their like pro plan per month. So that's really, really cool. And then you can actually go and get 150 if you're like an agency or something like that. You can go all in with the 329 for 150 reports. So they're being, what I like to see with that, they are being generous with this one in comparison with their everyday pricing is going to be on their website. So we're back in here. I went over to one of my sites that, content that has been out for a long time. I don't think this is bringing in any traffic or anything. So it's a good kind of test. Pretty short article right there. Maybe that's why it is not ranking. Can eating chia seeds help you lose weight? So I'm going to go ahead and use that as our keyword. We're going to come back in over here, throw this in right here and say generate report. All right, so it's going fetching top Google results right now. Apparently from the research that I did before this, it is pulling from the top 20 search results, and it's going to go and find the top 50 main keywords that appear in those top 20 results, and it's going to bring back the top 50 things that we need to include in our piece of content in order to help us rank. So far, just the initial impressions, the UI is really, really simple, and it's very, very clean. And so far, everything seems to be working really well. I do like how we can see the status. I always like status bars. But so far I just like the web layout, the website layout. It looks like we can switch to a dark mode right here. That is really cool, especially if you're working in the evening time or early morning. I'm really starting to like dark modes, and so that's really, really cool. We're going to come back over here. I'm going to put it into the light mode right now. We can come up here, and there's also your profile, contact us. Pretty simple menu. I'm not sure if they have any videos or anything like that. It doesn't look like they have a help section, so they definitely have some room to improve as far as just there's nothing else you can really do inside here. It is one of the most simple like menus or UIs that I've seen in a while in a software, and that can be a good thing. But it would be nice to see if there was just like training videos or tutorials right here, something like that. Even if it's just one video. For me, guys. Just a side note, if you're launching a software, at scale like this, and we know that they put a lot of money and time and resources into this, you would think that they would have at least in their budget or in their brainstorming sessions or their planning, that they would at least have one video, right? One 5-minute or 10-minute, it can be an overall how to use Robinize. And that just one video. That's all it takes. One video every 3 months and maybe update it. You can even go to Fiverr and hire someone to do it for you, which people used to pay me to do that on Fiverr as well. They'd give me all the access to their site. They'd tell me what they want me to talk about, and then I'd go and I would actually do these videos for people for their sites. So like there's a way to do that. You can hire someone. You can even hire someone outsource from another country for pretty cheap. To go and do these videos for you. So this is a side note critique. I'm not going to really mark them down for that, but that's just something that you would like to see. Okay, so here we go. We have our report here, guys, and the content grade is a 1 out of 10. Yikes. Well, okay, yeah. Well, we haven't put our words in, so I was like, what is going on? So what do I do right here? Nothing to show. I think I click. Okay. Click right there. Would have been nice to have like a graphic on the mouse pointer that you're like something that says click here or a button to open up. So that part, just UI things that I notice. Meet Robinize. I keep saying Robinize, but it might be Robinize. Robinize, tomato. Take a few second tour before starting. Okay, so I may take back about the video thing. They have a tour and onboarding process. That's great. I still do like to see a video, just putting that out there. But here we go. Word count. Typical word count right here is right there. And then our word count gives you a pointer to how long your content should be based on the top performing content of your competitors. Make sure you always reach the given number of words or to write a bit more. Next. Readability, very easy, fairly difficult. So Google expects different topics with different standards, so they're going to tell us what they want it to be and then what it currently is at. We have the importance over here. As one of the most important features, terms and considered semantically relevant to your topic, and they help Google determine if your content is valuable. Let's dig a little deeper into the terms. So then you have a 10 out of 10. So what that means is terms are categorized by importance. Importance of each term is shown on a scale from 1 to 10. It's based on the looking at how many of the top 20 results of Google mention the term. So if it's a 10 out of 10, you absolutely need that on your content. Lose weight, valuable tip. All terms are important, but some more than others. Related terms with an importance of 7 to 10 are the ones you must use. They reveal the intent of your content to your searches. 4 to 6 are really good to put in. And 2 to 3 are nice to use, but not necessarily. Okay. When you click on a term, you can see the individual details about it. It's going to give a little bit more information about it, so forth. Okay. And then every term comes with a typical number of uses. Robinize makes sure you use the optimal number of terms by giving you warnings: green, yellow, red. Okay. And then H is you can easily see which terms are part of your competitors' H tags and how often they appeared in H tags. Inspiration, you are out of ideas. You can use that for inspiration. And then outlines, supposed to have some more H answers, things like that, or questions. Sorry about that. Content grade. Robinize grades your content on a scale from 1 to 10, so make sure you use all the semantic related terms possible. Obviously, you're trying to get to I believe it's 8 to 10 is what they recommend, a minimum of 8 if you can. And finally, this is where the magic happens. This is the editor. Okay. So it's your turn now. Let's go. So hope you guys, I don't normally do that. A lot of times I just skip that and then I go and find this stuff out for myself, but I found it actually really helpful. I feel like I can start using the software. And I just wanted to say that you can, like, again, this is not an AI writer, so there's no button or anything like that. So you really are going to either use this to start writing. And I don't know if it updates in real time or if there's an actual button. Last saved a few seconds ago. I think that it's going to update copy text, generate share link. Okay, add meta tags. Okay, I think it just automatically updates. So we have all of our terms here. Let's go and now it found 51, and I don't know if it actually finds, like 100, or if it really stops around the 50 area. And that could be a good thing or a bad thing. I will say that the good thing is that offers more simplicity, and I like that. Sometimes I just really like these simple tools, and right now I can automatically say that the closest thing that comes to mind that this comes close to is actually Rank IQ. Rank IQ has a very simple interface. It's very, very good for beginners, and I like how this is not cluttered at all. It's not intimidating. When you get into tools like outranking, WriterZen, different tools, like, they get really intimidating. Even Neuron Writer has probably 3 or 4 more things going on at once, and so I'm going to say I actually like the simplicity of this. Let's go and grab our content real quick. Okay, so I pasted our text in here. It gives us a grade score of 6. If we're doing grades, it's kind of like a 60% out of 10, or basically almost an F. And so the grade score, let's see, readability, typical is fairly difficult, and we're at fairly easy. I'm not really sure what it's telling us to do right now, but we're at fairly easy. Word count, we're at 500 words and we need 1278 words minimum, so we have some work to do. These highlights, I'm not really sure what the highlights are. So the highlights, lose weight, let's see here, lose weight, we have a 10 out of 10 here. We've used it 3 times, so you are using optimal number of occurrences for lose weight. Where's grams of fiber? Okay, so it's highlighting. I really like that. It highlights all the areas that we've actually used the content the correct way. Health benefits of chia seeds. How much? So let's go and start seeing. Let's see. So what we would do is, what I would do to use this tool, guys, is I would come through here, and this is saying that this is an H. It occurs as an H2. Right here you can see that it's 4 times in H2s, right? But then if we come down to the next one, it's only 2 times. So this is very important, this health benefits of chia seeds. I can already tell based on somebody that did a review literally like a week ago, there was no copy button here. You had to go in and you had to copy this. Let me think, if I come back over here to inspiration, they've added a lot of things already from based on, I watched somebody else's review, and they've made improvements based on those reviews already. So we come back over here, health benefits of chia seeds, there's a copy button. So we can copy that. We can come down here and we can paste that in. And then I'm also going to make this an H2. They have a quick button right here to do that. I like how you don't have to come all the way up here searching for stuff. It's going to follow you all the way down the page, and you can easily do that. So those are just little things that they really do add up for the usability of this. What am I going to do with this? Health benefits of chia seeds. I'm going to go and find a writer to use. And since I know that we have a lot of you that use Word Hero, then we're going to use Word Hero right now. I'm going to try to incorporate using Word Hero more into my content because I know that it's such a popular tool and so many of you have this. And so we're going to use Word Hero. I'm going to try to remember to use Word Hero more. So we're going to come through here and bullet point expander or sentence expander. Let's go with bullet point expander. No, not that one. Blog paragraphs. There we go. I don't know why it's not under the writing tools, but blog paragraphs let the AI help you come up with content for your blog article. So this is blog paragraphs, short description. I'm just going to put that in right there. And I'm going to put that in as the keyword and say write for me. I don't know what to expect. I haven't been in here in a while, guys. Someone did mention that I should probably do an update video on Word Hero because it's been a while and they have done a lot of things to the software. So expect that to come out soon. I will come back and do an overview of Word Hero soon. All right, so we've got chia seeds are an excellent source. All right, health benefits. Okay, so that looks pretty good. The fiber in chia seeds can help regulate blood sugar levels, making them a helpful addition for people with diabetes. That's great. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, and we're going to come back over to our software, Robinize. I'm going to just paste this as plain text. And you can see that we just added more. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then put that one in there, 8. So just by doing that, we added another 150 words or whatever. We also made our content score go up to an 8. Now, I don't know about that we should have made such a big jump for all the way to an 8 from a 6 just by adding in this few paragraphs and that headline, but that certainly helped the content. One thing I might want to do is right here, it doesn't seem like we're very optimized when it comes to this first paragraph. It's almost like it's not really doing a whole lot for us. So that's something that I would probably, it'd probably benefit to do something different with this. But let's get this to 10. I'm going to come back through here. This is going to be the easiest way to use the software, is just to work your way from the top down. Bottom line, not sure why I guess they all have bottom line in there. Maybe bottom line is the, a wrap up or conclusion. But use chia seeds. I'm going to go ahead and go like that. And I'm going to say something like, people use chia seeds for. I'm going to do something like that. I'm going to highlight this, make it an H2, copy this, come back over to Word Hero, and just throw that in and just see what Word Hero comes up with for here. People use chia seeds for many reasons. Some people use them for energy, while others use them. Wow, that just, it's answering the question very directly. One thing that I've always said about Word Hero is that it doesn't, this is a good thing and a bad thing. One, obviously they're giving all these unlimited subscriptions out, so they don't want to bombard this by giving us 3 to 5 or 10 different choices for each one. Now we can just write again, but it would be nice if maybe they would just we start off with giving you 2. That might not be a bad thing, but nonetheless, you only get one option. If you want more, you just push write more. I like this. So far, we're like 2 for 2 with Word Hero today. So I'm going to come through here and let's see what happens to our score up here and then our words up here. So I'm going to go boom, and I'm going to paste that as plain text. And we got 1, 2, 3 more. We did move to a 9, and we moved up right here. So I'm going to keep working through this so the video is not super long, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so we've moved our way down from like right over here all the way down to here, and we did achieve a 10 out of 10, but we are not quite at the word length that it's asking for. So I just wanted to put this in the video that you can achieve in Robinize a 10 content grade without actually having the word count. And so maybe they both are not the same things. Maybe the word count is literally just this is a guide as well, but maybe the content grade, it grades your content on a scale from 1 to 10, so make sure. So I don't really know what goes into the grade. It suggested a 9 in this one. We got a 10. I just like how that's super simple and it's achievable. But I just wanted to put it out there that these two may not be related because you know, you could think that you won't be able to reach that 10 unless you at least have the minimum word count, but that just may not just be the case. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then I'll be right back with final thoughts. Okay, so I'm ready to finish this up. Everything's looking really good, guys. We got a 10 out of 10. We achieved the word count. Everything's looking good, but then it froze up on me. So just sharing this with you during my review, not holding anything back. It did freeze up on me, and everything else, you know, here's the website. Everything else is working fine for me, but this is not. So just wanted to point that out. That can happen, but I'm going to go ahead and have to close it down, and hopefully it did save the 1,345 words, so I'll be back. Okay, luckily it did save everything. I just closed, reopened it. It worked fine. So we achieved a perfect score. We have the words now that they're asking for. I didn't spend a whole lot of time in inspiration. Does eating chia seeds make you lose weight? We could add even more. I want to see if this content right here, is this unique content, or is this, I'm going to go to Copyscape real quick. So I'm going to just test this in Copyscape because this could just be getting it from another site. Yes, it's definitely this is not to copy and paste in here. This is not AI generated. This is just research text right here, and very important to know. Super cool. You could go, I mean, technically if you have Quillbot or Spin Rewriter or something like that, you could spin this or just rewrite it in your own words, like write down. I mean, this is doing the research for you. Write real content, right? And just use this and then write it real quick. There's some more sub keywords down here. These are nice for headlines and things like that. We have outlines, even more things we can add to the content. We've already achieved that and have some good headlines. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it. And then we can look at the SERPs right here as well. And it does tell you how many words they have. So if you did want to look at here, we should have enough content easily to outrank 1, 2, 3, 4 of the top 5. And then it is going to compare our content versus theirs right here as well. So this is super, super cool. Really, really cool stuff. The simplicity of this tool is just standalone. This is just a really, really cool tool. When I'm doing these reviews and I'm in here and I'm researching this, when I get to the point using the tool where I'm so impressed, or I just very much enjoyed using this tool, that I want to buy it for myself, you know, that happens. I usually end up going and buying the tool. I don't really have anything negative to say about Robinize. I think this is a great tool. Again, this is only an optimization and research tool. It's not a content writer tool. So this is going to be one of those tools that you're going to optimize. You're going to you're going to either hire your writers, and this would be a great tool to go throw the content in there to see where how it fares against the top ranking pages. This would be a perfect tool. I think that this one is better catered towards a new kind of content optimizing person or a new blogger. I would actually choose this tool over Neuron Writer because Neuron Writer does have a lot more features and it's a little bit more complex. Comes with a learning curve, This one is super easy to use, and it seems like it's a lot more powerful than when they first launched. I can tell they've done things in here in the last week or two. They're really hitting upgrades hard right now. And then you can see all the green. We added all the green right here. And our content is optimized. So, I'll go and put this in my keyword tracker. I will go update this post, and of course that's what I like to do, is share findings with you guys. So if this post suddenly starts ranking or something like that, I will go ahead and share that with you guys. So overall, nothing negative. I'm not going to really give it a point system with features and all that, but all in all, this is a great tool, one that I'm going to have to actually seriously think about purchasing. I have enough content optimization tools that I don't need another one, but I am all about my number one critique with a tool is the usability, the ease of use, and the workflow. And this one is absolutely up there with the workflow on this is just amazing. Super easy to use, but powerful at the same time. That combination, that's what a web developer is. That's the magic formula, right? If you can make an extremely powerful tool but make it really fun and really easy to use, that's what I like. So all in all, I would recommend this tool, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button if you found it helpful. Make sure to subscribe. I want to grow the channel to 5,000 subscribers. So if you're watching my content, if you could do me a favor, just hit that subscribe button. It will really help out. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.